You know?
It looks like they're going to have a great time.
I need to become friends with them so I can get
Yeah,
a ticket.
go. Be a swamper.
Yeah.
Sign up to be a swamper.
It might feel a little swampy up there with the heat and humidity later on this week into next weekend. Is a lot of heat and humidity sparked off some big storms. Look at that big, meaty, wide wall cloud hugging the ground on top of those trees. As Val and Amy Castor and also Tom Pastrano, our trackers, were all over these storms here today in our far eastern viewing area. As you can see, big old updraft, downdraft, the hail. Look at that little bit of aqua color and a lot of wind. And again, hail anywhere from dimes to nickels to quarters to golf ball to softball size hail that came out of these storms. And again, it tried to develop a little mesocyclone aloft, but it could never reach down to the ground. But we did have some wind damage north of the Calvin area, and then in the city of Calvin, a little bit of a building, part of the building, and also some of the siding there as well. And beautiful mammatus clouds with the setting sun as, again, all's quiet now. All right, look at the radar. This is what it looked like here about 4 o'clock. Boom, they went off here east of Stroud and Payton, and then off towards the south, away from Oklahoma City. But these were some big storms, individual storms, and then a cluster of storms and wind threat now crossing the Red River into the Metroplex on the north side. And like I mentioned, hail was the biggest factor out of these storms. And look at our hail track that started off towards the north, rocked through Akima, Wetumpka, and down towards Calvin. This whole area saw anywhere from golf ball to baseball to softball size hail. The entire stretch. That's how big this storm was that was approaching 65 to 68,000 feet up in the atmosphere. This was a big storm, and this continued with lots of hail reports down across South Central. Like I mentioned, softball size hail as 4 to 4.5 inches in diameter. So a lot of smaller hail. You can see the rings on the hail as well. And the hail and wind will do damage, especially if it's 60 to 70 mile per hour winds and larger than quarter to golf ball size hail. A lot of damage to the trees and vegetation up here near Wetumpka. And like I mentioned, wow, that is a striking shot from Shelley there. 93 degrees, afternoon high temperature. We talked about it for the last couple of days. We were going to smash it, and we did. The old record 90 in 1966. Our average high temperature is now approaching 80. It'll be in the 80s here in the coming days. So again, we're talking about summer heat, but summer has not officially arrived yet. We've just seen a warm May, and this was another day with temperatures well up into the 80s, 90s, and lower 100s. Take a look at this. Upper 70s here off towards the northeast. That is the cooler air that filtered in here this evening, and we'll actually see temperatures somewhat closer to average. We'll still be above average tomorrow, but this is 9 straight days with above average temperatures into the upper 80s to low 90s. We'll be down into the low to mid 80s tomorrow as we're running nearly 5 inches or 5 degrees above our average for the month of May. All quiet right now. As Norman Regional, 72 degrees, Pike Pass Skycam Network. As you can see, the temperatures into the 60s to lower 70s. The AC may get a little bit of a break here tonight as those northeast winds are pulling in the drier air. As there's our big weather system, the front drifting off towards the south. But our next weather system, look at that little spin. That'll be help kick off thunderstorms off to our west tomorrow, and they will ride in tomorrow night with our next chance of storms. So less humid air tomorrow, and then the warm front and that piece of energy comes in with more showers and thunderstorms tomorrow night, and then the heat and humidity rule for the rest of the week right into next weekend for the PGA Championship there in Tulsa. But some showers and thunderstorms could come in during the weekend with a cooler shot of air at the end of the weekend into next week. So, okay, we're tracking another cool down, but we'll have to wait another week or so for that to arrive. 50s and 60s for the overnight. Nice, cool northeast wind, a little bit warmer, but less humidity. Low to mid 80s to near 90 southwest Oklahoma. As you can see, lots of sunshine, temperatures into the 80s with a light northeast wind. And then here comes that line of showers and thunderstorms that'll be here tomorrow night into Tuesday morning. So chance of storms after dark Monday night into Tuesday morning, maybe another one Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. But the heat and humidity, middle 90s, lows in the 70s, and maybe a cool down and chances of showers and thunderstorms with highs 70s and 80s a week from now. The Blitz is up next.